Devil species,
Several species,
unknown misery,
unknown misery,
cryptic.
You roll with chicky rappers now, we rebuke them. You roll with picky.
Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Here's an issue that I've wanted to address for a while, but I wanted to calm down, which it hasn't, but I still want to address it right now. Okay? The American Medical Association, about a week ago, designated obesity as a disease. Now, when I look at diseases, very few people are obese because of specific underlying conditions. When I look at a disease, I look at something that can't be cured, that can't be treated, that can't be prevented at all. You know, maybe somewhat. I think type 2 diabetes, although a lifestyle disease, is still a disease. It's something you have to get certain things in place. It keeps rolling and rolling and rolling, and it affects your entire body. Now, obesity, in my opinion, is completely manageable and preventable, and there are very few people who have any issue that will prevent them from getting lean. Let's look at the facts. The fact of the matter is, anyone can lose fat. Have y'all seen the show Extreme Biggest Loser, or Extreme Weight Loss version of man, I forgot that Extreme Weight Loss, with that dude on there? Gets these people who are 5, 6, 700 pounds, drops them down in a year to literally fighting weight. Everybody can lose weight. It just takes hard work. Unfortunately, we're in a society where hard work does not really happen anymore. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Here's the deal. I have a personal friend and client, David Pope. I'm going to mention his name. He's in Wyoming. He's actually a great CPA if you're looking for a CPA. When I first sold my old company, he came to me and I started training. I started Machine Training Solutions. It's like, I got to do something. My heart, my blood pressure's messed up, lipid levels are messed up, cholesterol's messed up. And I said, look, I'm not extreme fat loss. I'm not the biggest loser. I'm going for long-term sustainable lifestyle changes and fat loss. Lo and behold, he's down in the 280s right now. He started in the high 300s. It's been about almost 2 years in August. It's been 2 years in August. But we got results, guys. We got results. And if anyone could have said, oh, it's a disease, it's nothing I could do about it, it's not correct. Obesity should not be a disease. Obesity is a lifestyle condition. Obesity is not genetic. Sure, some people might require less calories. Some people might have a harder time losing fat. But the bottom line is, anyone can do it. I will find any family who everybody in there is obese, and let me go open their cupboards. I guarantee you it doesn't look like my family's cupboards. I guarantee you it's filled with processed foods. Now, I'm not saying that processed foods can't be a part of a healthy diet. I'm just saying that if the bulk of your diet is micronutrient deficient, Little Debbie snack cakes and Doritos, but by the way, Doritos Tacos Locos are supposedly delicious. The fact of the matter is, you're going to be fat. What I see happening when I see all these fat kids, and I love fat people. I have a lot of fat friends. If they want to be fat, that's fine. I'll get into that in a couple seconds. The one thing I can guarantee you is when I eat with these people who are overweight or fat, let's just use it, the word's fat. Political correctness out the door, they're fat. Okay? When it gets to the point where your kids are eating what you're eating, that is where you have the issue. I think it's not a genetic predisposition. It's a genetic predisposition to eating like your parents. And that is not acceptable. We're telling people it's okay to have this disease that you can completely control and eliminate. I coach young girls in soccer. I've coached young boys, young children. I've been a child who was overweight. I ate like crap. I had to try to be fat. Man, but I love those In-N-Out burgers. Man, I miss California. But look at it this way. I'm not going to mention names or what year this happened, but I had a girl. I was training her. She'd come out and she'd do drills with the team. By the end of these drills, she lost about 30 pounds. And her parents cleaned up her diet. And she was looking good. When I say cleaning up her diet, I say instead of having a Little Debbie snack cake, and I use those instead of Pop-Tarts as an example, because snack cakes are absolutely delicious. The fact of the matter is, it's the parents, or lack thereof parenting. The parents need to take charge and give their kids healthy food options. The parents need, my kids the other day were sitting inside on the iPad. I'm like, hey, get outside and play. Get some exercise. We've got to become so lazy and complacent we can't even take responsibility for being fat anymore. It's a disease. So while the good doctors at the American Medical Association probably had the best of intentions in labeling this a disease, we need to stop looking at these prescription diet pills. We need to stop spending money on obesity research when the answer is already there. It's not a low-carb diet. It's not a high-carb diet. It's not a medium-carb diet. It's not a paleo diet. It's finding a diet that fits within your lifestyle, that fits within your caloric needs, and offers some healthy micronutrients in it. It's a matter of making the proper food choices, ones that for the mainstream populations are higher in protein and lower for one thing is it satiates better than any other macronutrient, high in nice green vegetables, whole foods, and you know what? Have your ice cream here and there. But the bottom line is you can't have the basis of your diet be crap. You can't wake up in the morning, have an Eggo waffle with maple syrup on it, go to school, have a Hot Pocket or whatever, come home, eat a big plate of crap for dinner, whatever people eat now. It's just ridiculous. Frozen dinners, McDonald's. I mean, it's just gotten out of control. So obesity, in my opinion, is not a disease. Let me get in real quick. Gastric bypass. We have something that is completely treatable and curable through lifestyle changes, and people are willing to cut open their stomach and sew or cut some stuff off to lose weight instead of putting in hard work. That's what our society is coming to. David Pope could have been that guy. Instead, he contacted me, and now not only are his blood lipid levels, his heart rate, all that good stuff, blood pressure, perfect, they're better than most people who are light. They're in perfect parameters. So instead of taking the shortcut and thinking you have a disease, realize that the disease is in your power to cure. And if you do have a hormonal issue causing it, there's always HRT. If it's your thyroid, they'll put you on Synthroid. If it's your other hormones, they'll put you on something else. There are cures for the disease of obesity. That's it. I tried to keep this as mainstream, tolerable as possible. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And I don't agree with this being a disease. I think it's another bullshit, politically correct move on the part of people so everybody feels fine. And I'm not going to discriminate against overweight people. No. Don't take me for anybody who discriminates against anyone. In fact, I get discriminated against every time I see a Planet Fitness ad, or every time I walk in and people say something not so nice about me because of my musculature. Okay, I understand discrimination. That's never going to happen. Let me get that straight. And I am not going to treat anybody who's overweight, and I encourage you not to, any differently. They're humans. They deserve to be treated like everybody else. I treat everybody exactly the same. That's how you should be. I don't see any of that, prejudice and color lines and religion lines. I give a crap. We're all humans. We should all get along. But at the end of the day, it's not a disease, and you can cure it. Just will yourself to cure it. It's all up here. All right? Mind over matter. And that's that. I don't agree with it being a disease. Because disease, something like cystic fibrosis, you're born with it, you're screwed. You can't go on a diet and get rid of it. Obesity, to classify that on the same rankings as something like cystic fibrosis, kind of makes me a little sick to my stomach. And me puking, it's not a game!
Yeah, we recruit them, we ain't no blind sheep, so we teach for the movement. Look out for one another, look in.